Hello all, in this tutorial we are going to learn about Ajax programming. So Ajax stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML. So it's a developer's dream because what Ajax will do is it will not refresh the entire page, it will refresh the page, the area in which we are needed of. For example, consider this Google page. So what it will do is it is implemented with the help of Ajax. So I am typing the keyword Java. So what happens is without refreshing that page, it is giving the result. So whenever the page is refreshed, you can see the action here. But what it is doing is without refreshing the page, it is getting the result. So this is one simple demonstration of Ajax. So similar to this, we have so many types of application. So in short, if you want to create a, application which should run in a very faster manner, we can use Ajax. Or in another way, if I want to retrieve some information in a very faster manner, I can use Ajax. So let me move on to the programming part. So I'm going to use NetBeans 6.9 for this application, and I'm going to create a simple application like a search engine in which you type some keyword. Based on the keyword, it should send the response. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use any database for this application. What normally search engine do is it will have a thing like this. So say we have a database. Assume we have a database in which this database will have tables, and this table will have a keyword here, and we have information here. Whenever you search for a keyword, it will retrieve this. I'm not going to use this kind of thing. So what I will do is I will do a very small application like a search engine. So let me start. First you have to select file, new project. So inside that new project we have to select Java web, then click on next, and in project name I'm going to give Ajax underscore demo. So it's my name of the project. So I'm going to give next. Then when you install this NetBeans 6.9, it will have default installation like Glassfish server 3. So you click on next, then you click on finish. So now what we'll do is we'll create an application using Ajax. So it will create a project for you, and what you can do is you can modify this application for the Ajax kind of thing. So it is opening. Yeah. Now it will create a default thing like index.jsp. So let me type this application. So first you create a HTML. This will have a close HTML tag. Then you have a head section. Then this head section will have a close head section. Then we have a body section. Then sorry, we have a body section. Then we have a close body section. Okay. So now what you will do is inside body you create a application like a simple search engine. So I'm going to give enter your keyword to search. So to get the keyword, I can use input type equal to text, and we should use a thing called event. So in search engine, what it will do is consider we have a Google search engine. So the in search engine, what it will do is whenever you type something, it will wait for the user to take away the hand from the keyboard. For example, I'm typing this Java. So after giving this the keyboard keypad is released, or the keyboard the content is released. So it will call the event called on key up. So whenever I am calling this on key up, it should call the function called call Ajax. So I am going to pass this as the parameter. So I will use this dot value. Then we have to close this. Then to retrieve the result, I will use span id is equal to res. Then you have to close the span. Now we have to write the JavaScript code. So JavaScript code we can insert in anywhere inside the HTML program, but normally it will be it will be placed inside the head. So script type is equal to text slash JavaScript, and we have a two thing normally in this Ajax. First you create a function call Ajax. So this dot value will be passed to this function, so it will be query. So now whenever you type something in the body section or inside this content, it will be considered as query, since we are calling this as the function parameter. Next step is we have to the Ajax provides functionality for many browsers. For the advanced browser, we have to use some class. For the olden browsers like Internet Explorer, we have to use some class, for example, or some object. For example, if you are using an latest browser, so you have to check like if window.xml http request. This xml http request is an object which will be supported in the latest browser. So if your browser supports this XML HTTP request, normally your Google Chrome, Opera will do this, or will have a compatibility with this. So if we are using a modern browser, we have to assume this as the object request equal to new XML HTTP request. Suppose if you are using a very old browsers like Internet Explorer, we have to use the another thing called another object called ActiveX object. So the format will be req equal to new ActiveX object of new ActiveX object of, within double quotes it is Microsoft dot XML HTTP. So now first step is we have to check whether your browser supports this. So the modern browser support this kind of thing. Modern browser supports this kind of thing, and your old one support this kind of. So next step is we have to open the connection. So req dot open off. So we have to use the method. So in the form, assume I'm going to use the method get, and we have a next one called in which the main thing will append search dot JSP question mark query equal to plus query, comma we have to use the parameter called false or true in the third parameter. So what it will do is it will get the content of query from this page, and it will forward to this search.jsp, so that the Ajax will done. So next step is we have to use request.send, which will send the request to the corresponding resources. Then we have to retrieve the result. Result is equal to req.response text. Then after getting the text, I should apply this in this span ID. So we have to use document dot get element by ID of res dot inner html equal to res dot inner html equal to result. So that's it. Your Ajax program is over. Now we have to do a search page. What you have to do is right click on this web page and select new JSP and name that as search. So what we can do is we will modify the same thing. So I am going to insert JSP. So JSP can be included like this: less than percentage and percentage greater than. So string query equal to. So whenever the Ajax will forward the So we will write the search.jsp page. So string query equal to request dot get parameter. So what Ajax will do is it will forward the request to this page as search.jsp. So the name we have given there is query. So what it will do is this index.jsp we are passing this as the query. So we have to receive that. So I'm going to use query as the same thing. Now, so I'm going to write a logic like a way, such a way that to demonstrate a simple search engine. So I'm not going to connect with any database. You can try to connect with the database and you can create application like that. For simplicity, I'm not going to connect with any of the database. What I'm going to assume is the first search. If the first search engine is like, if the first search engine is like Java, if the first search engine is Java, it will display Java is a programming language. If the search keyword is licit, what it should display is licit is a engineering college. So I'm not going to connect with any of the database. So the thing is very simple. If you are searching for Java, you will get Java is a programming language. If you are searching for licit, it will display licit is an engineering college. So you can, instead of using this equals, you can use equal ignore case. First, let me run this. So it is deployed. So it's starting the glass fish. So it will take some time to load because I'm running this for the first time. So it is starting the Tomcat. Sorry, it's starting the Glassfish server actually. Okay. So I'm going to run it in Google Chrome. So the first thing I'm going to give is Java. So immediately we will getting Java as a programming language without refreshing this thing. So second one I'm going to type licit. So licit is an engineering college. So now if I want to add something here, so if I can use query dot equals say CPP. So I can use out dot println. So the result will be C++ like that. So I will run this again. So now I will type CPP. Immediately we will be getting C++ without reloading the page. So suppose if I type CPP in capital letter, we will be not getting the result. So what we can do is instead of putting equals, we can use another method of string called equals ignore case. So this will not consider the whether it is a lower case or the upper case. So it will convert. It will do in a very effective manner. Normally, in a search engine, we have to use this equal ignore case. So let me try this. So I'm typing CPP and I'm typing capital CPP. I'm getting the same result. So that's all about Ajax. The main purpose of Ajax is it will not reload the entire page, and it will load the particular page. So if you are using Ajax, we can implement an application which will be very faster in nature, and also it will be very helpful uh, to create a dynamic web page without any distraction or degradation in executing the web page. Thank you.